Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope you're all doing well out there in the world of video games. This is Controller Chronicles episode 4, but with a twist. This one's live. Ooh, we're in a live stream. That's mostly just so we can kind of catch up and touch base with everybody because it has been a minute since we've done a traditional episode. A lot has happened in the past month. But we're here. We're here to chill. We're here to hang out with everybody and hopefully have a good little show today. We got some cool things to talk about and some good things to catch up on. And we also got some plans, tentative plans to kind of talk about. And yeah, should be a good time. Of course, I'll be hosting today's episode. I'm joined by Broyle, who will be a co-host for tonight's festivities. How you doing, man?
What's up, everybody? What's up?
Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, should be good, should be fun. So, yeah, let's kind of just talk a little bit about where we've been, what's been going on. Obviously, we kind of mentioned this in the video we put out about the schedule, but our lives have been extremely busy. A lot has been happening.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, which just kind of made things a bit spicy and dicey in terms of trying to kind of do the show on a more consistent basis. Obviously, we try our best to do what we can, and I think that for the most part, we're gonna try and be a little bit more consistent, at least this month, with trying to get stuff going again. So, kind of want to talk a little bit about some stuff that we got in the works for a second. First off, we will be hopefully covering Spider-Man 2 because that drops next week. We'll be covering Spider-Man 2 on the channel, which that's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm very excited about that. Tentative plan that we can kind of talk about now is that we were talking about this. The hope is to do some kind of spoiler review and discussion, probably not the weekend the game comes out, but the following weekend. So the weekend of October 27th. That was something that we were kind of discussing, something we might be looking to do in the future, be a good spoiler review and roundtable discussion on the game. So that's something that you can look forward to because that is something we want to make sure we cover for the channel because it is probably one of the biggest games releasing for the rest of the year that we want to make sure we can cover. Right. What else? I think that's it for now. And I will be streaming the game in its entirety over on my YouTube channel as well, and that'll also be a good plug for the channel as well that we'll be doing. So I'll be streaming the entire game in its entirety on my YouTube channel.
Sounds cool.
Yes. All right, so that's it for the stuff coming up. Why don't we get into the lovely segment that we always do, what we're currently playing. Mine is super boring. I have not really been doing much, so I will just say what I've been playing is Fortnite. That's pretty much been it. I've not really been playing much else. I've done a little bit of Street Fighter 6, just a little bit. Obviously, since the last time we did an episode, Starfield came out. I played a bit of that. I still need to finish Starfield. I haven't finished it yet.
I have not finished Starfield. I put a lot of hours into it, but I didn't finich it yet.
Yeah, I got to get on that. But Spider-Man's going to eat up on my time, so it is what it is. So
there's a lot of games coming
out. I checked out a game on Game Pass. It was called, I think, Party Animals. I had a lot of fun with that. I played that for a few hours, and that was fun.
What was that game? That sounds familiar.
It's like ever heard of a game called Gang Beasts?
No.
Okay, so it's like a party game where it's like a lot of ragdoll physics and just beating each other up and doing objectives. Right. Party Animals is basically Gang Beasts meets Fall Guys meets animals, cute animals. Okay. It's a lot of fun.
I'm gonna Google it and see was this at a show somewhere?
It might have been. It's on Game Pass. It's free. So that it's a pretty fun game that I was enjoying quite a lot. So.
Oh yeah, I've seen this game. Yeah, where was this? Was this at like an Xbox event or something?
It might have been. Yeah, it might have been an Xbox event. I'm thinking that it might have been. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because it does look the dog. The dog looks familiar.
Yeah. So that's what I've been playing. What have you been playing, bro? I know it's been a while since I got to ask you that, but what have you been playing?
Yeah, it's been a hot minute. I guess the last time since we talked, I mean, I played Starfield for 50 hours. I got pretty deep into the main story, but I didn't want to rush it, so I
Hmm.
decided to go off and do some faction quests. But
Okay.
then, obviously, Cyberpunk, the Phantom Liberty, go check out the stream that we just did. But I played that. I beat that. It wasn't very long. It was probably maybe 30 hours. So it took me at least a week to beat. And right now, I'm sort of bouncing between things because I was just playing Metroid Prime Remastered because I didn't get to play that. But then I'm debating on whether I should play Alan Wake because I kind of want to talk about the second game because there's gonna be a lot of story and
Yeah, it'll be good to get
connection
that
with Control.
refresher. Yeah, it'll be good to
Yeah.
get that refresher.
Well, I've never even beat Alan Wake. I only played it when it was on the 360 a little bit when I was a kid. I never got to beat it, so that's the reason why I want to go back. And also, for those who don't know, Control and Alan Wake are connected. So I got really invested into Control, and so I want to see where it goes with Alan Wake 2.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Gotcha. Nice. Okay. Yeah, well, make sure you guys check out the Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty stream. It was a good roundtable discussion. Had a few people come on and talk about that, so that's good.
Yeah.
Still need to play Cyberpunk and the DLC, so
yeah,
I'll
definitely.
get on that eventually.
I highly recommend it.
Yeah. It's just I gotta find a good time to play it because we're in that fall gaming rush where so much is coming out. So once my schedule clears up a bit and less stuff comes out, I'll definitely do that. All right, you ready to deconsider some topics?
Yeah.
All right.
Some controversial topics. Yeah.
Some controversial topics too. Yeah. Okay. First topic. It's a sad one. We're starting off on a very sad note. It does tie into the larger video game sphere, though. Best Buy is going to stop selling DVD and Blu-ray discs.
Yeah, this was a rumor that was going around.
I'm not happy because Best Buy used to be one of my favorite places to go buy movies. So,
and they do the steel book cases, right?
And they do, Best Buy has a huge steelbook market for exclusive steelbooks. I don't understand why they would stop that. It's crazy to me. But
I think they probably see something, but yeah, we'll get into it.
Yeah. So it says here, updated. Best Buy is checking out of the DVD business. The consumer electronics retailer will phase out sales of DVD and Blu-ray discs both in-store and online. Not just in-store, but online. That sucks.
Okay. Yeah, that does
In
suck.
early 2024, according to industry sources familiar with the company's plans. Best Buy made the initial decision to end DVD sales 9 months ago, according to one source. Best Buy confirmed Friday is ending sales of DVDs. To state the obvious, the way we watch movies and TV shows is much different today than it was decades ago, a Best Buy spokesperson said in a statement to Variety. Making this change gives us more space and opportunity to bring customers new and innovative tech for them to explore, discover, and enjoy. Best Buy will continue to sell movies and TV shows on physical discs through the 2023 holiday shopping season, online and stores, before discontinuing sales in the new year. The company will continue to sell video games.
Right. For how long, though?
How long, though? That's the question. Yeah. So, basically, the only retailers that will still sell physical movies, these are the 3 retailers in the United States: Walmart, Amazon, and Target. The last 3 standing, selling physical media, selling physical movies and TV shows. Right. That is very scary and very sad.
I mean, I'm not that surprised that it's happening. I'm just surprised that it's happening so soon in America, at least. Because we know, I mean, this is not gaming related, but for people may know that Disney has actually stopped selling DVD sales in, I think, Australia. And,
it was Australia, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Guardians 3 is the last movie they're releasing in Australia physically.
Right, which is a pretty big deal, right? Most people are probably going to be buying Disney movies, Blu-ray and DVD, so that's going to take away a big chunk of sales from Best Buy and some of these places, right? So at least in Australia, right? I'm just I wouldn't be surprised if next year they just come out and say the physical games they're going to go away. I think we're at that point now, and I think it's going to happen fairly soon. because and I know this isn't in the report, but there's a new rumor that I want to
I
bring
was
up.
just about to bring that up too. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
about
because you
Walmart.
told me about this before we went live, apparently
Yeah.
Walmart may stop selling physical Xbox games.
Yes,
What
which
the hell's
is
going on?
this has also been something that is not surprising, because in Brazil they actually stopped selling Xbox physical games entirely in every single store.
But
So-
why though? That's the
Well,
question. Why?
Yeah, I wonder if this article says it. There is actually a valid reason why, but yeah.
Okay, let's see. In the wake of the news that Best Buy will start to phase out the sales of physical media, it has been claimed that Walmart is planning to follow suit, starting by discontinuing the sale of physical Xbox games in the new year. This claim comes from Josh Fairhurst, the CEO of Limited Run Games on Twitter. Really, the CEO of Limited Run Games?
Okay.
Wow, okay. He explained how he has heard rumors that Walmart is dropping physical Xbox games soon, but further cuts will be made in the future that could impact other platforms.
Oh, wow.
So Walmart may just be dropping all physical games soon. That's a
Right.
scary thought. Here we go. It was just yesterday that an Ubisoft representative was explaining how there will always be a market for physical games. Today, Acclaim has dropped session the biggest retailer in the United States preparing to stop stocking physical media, which will undoubtedly be a blow to that market. But is it all inevitable? As time goes on, we're becoming increasingly digital as gamers, with cloud streaming services rising in popularity over time and tech giants like Microsoft and Sony fielding consoles that suit the digital player. Physical media is becoming more archaic for some consumers. Wow.
Yeah. So, okay, this article doesn't mention a potential reason why.
Yeah.
So
it kind of talks about where the claim is coming from.
Right. So the reason why this sort of makes sense is Xbox, they said 90% of game sales are digital.
Yeah.
So that's a big contributing factor. And I mean, if you walk into a Walmart, even here in Canada, I'm sure it's the same in the States. If you go into a Walmart and you look at the Xbox sale game section,
it is very tiny.
It's tiny, yeah. Not a lot of. Most people are buying Switch games or they're buying PlayStation games.
Switch and PlayStation have the much bigger physical sections.
Right. So
to be fair though, Walmart I don't necessarily go to buy video games unless I'm like browsing and like there's stuff on sale, or like, you know, I'm really in the mood to get a game and like they have a better discount. Most of the time I buy my games, I get them either from Amazon, GameStop, or very rarely Best Buy, but mostly Amazon and GameStop. I don't go anywhere else. So I know this may shock people when I say this, but I think I think GameStop might be okay for the time being, because I don't know if you've heard, but they're starting to like stock now used antique games, like really old games.
Oh, okay. I did not hear about this.
Like they're starting to like really focus on trying to sell retro games and bring in the retro gaming market to their stores.
Best Buy?
No, GameStop.
GameStop, sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
That I did not hear. Yeah.
GameStop is really trying to appeal to retro gamers, and they're starting to like release they're starting to like start selling like used retro games.
Right.
Just to kind of bring in that market. So I think that's a really good idea, just to expand your potential customers.
Right. And they probably see it as a potential moneymaker, because a lot of these older games, they cost an arm and a leg at this point.
Yeah, it's better than trying to buy your old games from like DK Oldies, you know?
Right.
They
might be.
That.
Yeah. That's a whole nother can of worms.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. I mean, we'll see. I mean, even GameStop, I feel like it's been so long, and ever since that whole pump and dump, like I'm surprised they're still around.
Hey, what's up, TW? If you want a link, just let me know in the chat, and I'll send you a link, buddy. If you want to come on, it is a live show, so it's a little bit more casual. And yes, Hyperion, we will be talking about that. It's actually going to be one of our next little topics. We can get into that right now if you want to. Do you want to talk about the Mortal Kombat stuff?
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, the physical media thing, very scary. I don't know what's going to come of that. So, okay, just to let y'all know, I cannot technically show the Mortal Kombat trailer, even though I want to, because YouTube. You want to explain, bro, why I sent TW the link? You might be better at putting it into simpler terms.
the simpler terms are YouTube. I even wonder if I could say this. YouTube is an absolute bitch. Okay. That's the gist of it. Okay. I can't believe what's been going on. Like, I was shocked. I had to do some research, but gore and blood is being flagged.
You cannot show like any Mortal Kombat gameplay on YouTube. Like,
in a video game. That's insane.
Like, basically, like, all of the big fighting game YouTubers have to like heavily censor or like black and white footage because they do editing tricks. Because like it's getting you either banned from YouTube, demonetized, suspended. Like,
yeah, it's like
I can't do much. But they did have an Omni-Man reveal trailer. It's just a reveal trailer, but it looks really cool. Did you watch the trailer?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So you saw what they did. One of his fatalities is the subway train.
The subway, of course, yeah.
Which is amazing. Another one of his fatalities is from episode 1 when he crushes the dude's head, which is great.
Okay, right. Yeah, oh man.
And they did announce no like specific date. All they said is that he's coming out sometime in November. So I would assume that's probably going to coincide with the release of Invincible Season 2, which drops November 3rd.
Right.
So it seems like they want to release Omni-Man next month to tie into the show coming back, which makes a lot of sense. But
I'm curious about. No, I have not picked this up yet.
I have not picked it up either. I want to. I might just wait for Black Friday because I feel like it's going to go on sale, and I just pick up that game with the DLC.
Right. I was more waiting for an Ultimate Edition, just because like I heard there was going to be a second pack of characters. So
that's the rumor. Yeah. There will be a second pack.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm not in a hurry. And on top of that, too, there's so many other games where I'm like, let me get through the story games, and then this game I could buy at a discount, right? So, yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm not sure if you saw in the chat, but TW doesn't mind a link.
Yeah, I sent it to him. So it should be good. Hopefully it went through. I don't know. Sometimes Twitter is very weird with how they... It's been. By the way, did you hear they're adding calls to Twitter now? Or sorry, to X. You can now like do audio calls with folks, audio and camera calls, so you can FaceTime people or call them like it's a cell phone.
Okay,
I mean, guess that's a good feature.
I don't mind the streaming feature, but they gotta.
Yeah, the streaming thing's been fun at least. Yeah. I mean, because I'm streaming this live on Twitter too, so it helps. I mean, it helps broaden your audience a little bit, kind of like, getting more eyes on things, but, So, so in case you're wondering why this trailer dropped, it is New York Comic-Con this weekend.
Yes.
So, not much, I mean, some stuff's getting announced. I mean, they had, like, the Invincible trailer, they had the Scott Pilgrim trailer just dropped, and some other stuff is coming out, but...
Ultimate Universe stuff is coming out from Marvel.
Yeah, from the comics, which that's actually pretty exciting. They had a panel on Spider-Man 616, which, oh my god. Total side note, because I will mention that. It was so funny, because they had an open Q&A during that panel, and like basically like they had two people in a row ask them why they hate the fans, basically, and why they keep doing this to Peter Parker and Mary Jane.
Shit.
It was so funny the way they had to respond to that. Oh my god.
Is that a recorded?
I don't know if it is or not, but it's funny.
I'll add him.
Also joining us is TW. Hey, what's up?
Oh, what's up, man?
Hi guys.
Hello.
I fell asleep. I was doing a bunch of stuff. I was doing a bunch of stuff today, and I'm like, I finally got everything done. And I'm like, all right, I can lay down for a sec. I'll be fine.
And then you fell asleep.
And then I woke up. I'm like, oh god, what time is it? And thankfully, it wasn't too late. I guess you guys must have had a bit of a late start.
Yeah, it doesn't help that it's dark here, though.
It's dark.
No, it's not. Well, my blinds are closed. I can't tell anyway.
Oh man.
So, since you're joining us, we only talked about two things so far. First off, did you see the Mortal Kombat 1 Omni-Man trailer?
I didn't see that. No, I did not. But I was just made aware, because I was keeping up while I was waiting for the link. I was made aware of the nonsense you were talking about. I didn't realize. Is that a recent thing surrounding other recent events, if you catch my drift? Or was this like just a general YouTube problem that's been going on?
Oh, the Mortal Kombat thing? No.
Oh,
This has been going on ever since the game got revealed, basically, and they started showing trailers.
okay.
All the big fighting game YouTubers weren't able to cover they could cover the game, but they had to heavily edit and they had to do some black and white tricks to the footage just to get past YouTube censors because they were getting demonetized and they weren't even able to upload anything with the game. So
that's insane. Okay, wow. But then they can upload the trailer like NetherRealm and Warner Brothers. Like,
I don't know. I don't know
either. That's very true.
We live in very different times than we used to.
I mean, I guess. I mean, yeah. Recently, because of recent events, that would make sense. But this has been going on since last month. I don't understand. Yeah.
No, it's been going on since, like I said, since the game got revealed. So
right.
Months and months and months ago.
Okay. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, very annoying. And then also, too, do you have any thoughts on Best Buy announcing they will no longer sell DVDs and Blu-rays? And the rumor that apparently Walmart may be phasing out physical media and physical games as well.
Mm-hmm.
I forget who it was. I think it was Anthony had said online somewhere. ACS had said something to the effect of, I think that was the only reason he goes into Best Buy anymore. And I'm like, I'm the same way. But honestly, that was, for me, what was funny was the place I'd usually go to is my local Walmart. But the thing is, outside of a brand new release, my local Walmart doesn't really stock 4Ks. So I have to go to Best Buy to go find stuff. Like, for example, about a year and a half ago, actually, no, a little longer because it was just pre-COVID, I think it was. And they had the 40th anniversary Alien 4K.
Right.
And that was the only place I could find it. I'd looked at a couple other places here and there, and I couldn't find it anywhere.
Yeah. I was sad because the Best Buy closest to me closed. So I haven't been at Best Buy forever. But anytime I went, I would just love going because they had such a large library of movies.
Yeah.
Because Walmart really only carries the newest stuff. Target really only carries the newest stuff. But Best Buy, man, they had such a large library of old stuff and new stuff.
When in doubt, there's always Future Shop. Oh wait.
Oh, that's a Canadian reference.
Yeah.
Yes. That is a reference. That is a
mentioned too that moving forward in the U.S. At least when it comes to movies and Blu-rays, the last three standing are Walmart, Amazon, and Target. And I'm just like, damn. That's
so there's two for us then.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Does the Source even have Blu-rays?
I'm not lying. I haven't stepped into a Source in 10 years.
Okay, damn. Yeah.
Well, there was a strip mall that had it, a while ago, but I haven't been there. I mean, because it's like everything else. I don't go there for stuff,
Yeah, I do think though, if Walmart does phase out physical Xbox games and they start phasing out their physical game sections at their stores, it will be a crippling blow. But that could work out for GameStop and get more traffic to their stores because they just announced that moving forward that they're going to try and sell more retro used stuff like retro consoles and retro games for collectors. So
GameStop is the only. A side note: they're the only store that delivers pre-orders on day one. So,
for the most part, yeah, they've been very good about that. I mean, because Amazon can be hit or miss. Unless you pre-order it at the right time, you may get it a day or two later. Unless you pre-order at the right time, they have enough in stock.
One time I got it super early. I got Skyward Sword the remaster 3 days early.
So, really? I've never had that happen to me.
Yeah, I got lucky that one time.
Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah, we live in strange times.
Yeah. Fuck Amazon though.
Yeah. Speaking of strange times, I can't believe this finally got done. Y'all see this? Happened yesterday.
Yeah.
It finally happened. The deal is closed. The CMA approved it. Xbox and Microsoft now officially own Activision Blizzard.
Oh, I can't wait for you to get to the other half of this interesting and fantastic.
Hold on. The most interesting thing here is the fact that they put a bunch of franchises with Starfield.
Oh yeah. because Starfield's like their newest IP and their newest release, and it probably will be a franchise.
I guess it's a franchise, so that's interesting.
Hang on.
Yeah, because all these games are franchises.
CSBs, Overwatch, Starfield, Tony Hawk, Candy Crush, Doom, Fallout.
Starfield
StarCraft.
seems like a place ripe for that, though. Like you could find you could go to like other surviving human colonies around the galaxy and not just have it in one place, and but that way you can introduce your variety and still keep your what's the word I'm looking for? Your factions.
I thought this was funny. I thought this was really funny when they announced the deal. They put out a trailer.
They did.
I'm not going to play the audio, but they put out a trailer, like a hype trailer, announcing.
Hey, did you see the? How funny is that the jukebox at the beginning? I know it's for side A and side B of a single, but A, B, Activision Blizzard.
Oh yeah. So
I thought that was a funny.
So they haven't said yet when Activision Blizzard games are coming to Game Pass. They said it will be coming soon, but you have to imagine hopefully by the end of the year because they got to get stuff up and running. But how are we feeling about this? It's done. They own them now. It's over. Are we shocked?
I'm glad it's over.
I'm glad it's over too. Like, how long has it been that they've been trying to get it finally approved?
It's been it started last year in January, right?
Oh, it feels like it's been longer than that.
So much government regulations they had to go through.
Yeah, this took a bit.
Although only bad news so far is that we have no clue when Bobby Kotick is leaving.
Oh no, we do.
Well, didn't he say he was going to stay on until like the end of this year? I think.
Yeah, January he's going to go. That's
hopefully.
I mean, that's what they said. So hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who said that. I should actually look. Sorry about that.
I think it was Bobby himself who said it.
Oh, really? Okay then.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. I'm just opening up something. So you guys keep looking into this.
Yeah. So I mean, is there anything that we're looking forward to from this? Any good stuff that could come from this? I know a lot.
There's a lot.
I know a lot of people are upset and doom and gloomy the game industry because they owe them now, which I kind of understand. But I mean,
with the prospect of Kotick leaving, I'm not lying. Some people are. I'd sent out.
Wait a minute. Xbox owns me.
Yeah.
Xbox owns Activision, Blizzard, King, and you.
Oh, damn.
We own you now.
Damn, I gotta.
That is a weird thing to put in there. To be honest.
Xbox trademark on my skin.
So
oh boy.
So there's a PDF. I can link it to you if you'd like. It was in an email that was sent to all Activision, Blizzard, King employees.
Okay.
Oh, okay, like a memo.
It was sent by Bobby Kotick to ABK employees to let him know that he will be staying on until the end of the year.
Okay.
Right.
So that vindicates something I had sent out, which was the GIF of William Wallace as he's getting torn and drawn a quarter. Freedom.
Yeah, no, I'm sure everyone who's still working at Activision's happy that he's gone. Because
that's really who I cared about was the workers. It wasn't the industry as much as I understand there was a lot of conflict there. I'm just glad that, Lord willing, it does move to Spencer. That the Activision Blizzard King employees will have a new
I think
CEO,
the biggest thing that Phil Spencer and Microsoft is going to have to do, personally, they've got to clean up Blizzard. Blizzard needs so much help. Blizzard is a shell of their former selves. Blizzard desperately needs to get cleaned up.
That's going to take a while, man.
It will, but they got to put in the effort now. Activision, I mean, Call of Duty is going to be a big thing for them always. Hopefully they figure out the Call of Duty situation. Do they want to still go yearly? How is it going to work with PlayStation 2? Hey, at least now maybe Toys for Bob and the other studios don't have to be support studios for Call of Duty anymore. They can actually do stuff now.
Well, I mean, Meta still has that fear of Spyro and Crash being only on Xbox.
They're going to be Xbox exclusives. I told them this for months. Crash and Spyro are going to be Xbox mascots.
That's going to be wild. That's so wild, man.
Toys for Bob now. Oh yeah, because they own Activision, and Activision owns
Toys for Bob.
The dissolved Vivendi Universal, who had those rights, right?
Yeah, because I don't think Vicarious Visions is around anymore, are they?
No, I don't.
let's go find out together and cry together because
Vicarious was remaking the Tony Hawk games, and they were gonna make another one, another collection. But I don't think they got the chance to.
No, aren't they? Sorry, aren't they just a support studio?
Well, I think Vicarious got reworked into being a Call of Duty support studio.
It is a Blizzard. It is now Vicarious Visions is now Blizzard Albany.
Blizzard Albany?
Albany, yeah.
What?
Of all the places.
So now
I didn't know
Vicarious
they were based in Albany.
Why did they turn Vicarious into a Blizzard support company? That's so weird.
They probably needed an East Coast Blizzard studio, right?
Yeah. I mean, the only good thing is that I do think with this deal, we are going to get more Crash and Spyro games at least. So that's nice.
Oh, hopefully. I mean...
Hopefully.
Because, I mean, look at what Microsoft did to Banjo, and...
Well, here's the thing. Maybe,
it looks like
listen, Rare. If you don't want to make Banjo and you just want to make Sea of Thieves and whatever other weird crap, fine. Give Banjo to Toys for Bob.
Yeah, something. They should definitely do that. I agree. That sounds like actually a really good idea.
Looks like
Hyperion. I don't see PlayStation buying Rockstar. I know people would speculate that. I don't see that. Rockstar.
Well, they would have to buy Take-Two. I don't know.
Looks like Blizzard Albany were a support studio for Blizzard for Diablo 2 Resurrected and Diablo 4. They co-developed it with Blizzard's Team 3.
Okay.
Who are the folks that work on Diablo for Blizzard?
Yeah. We'll have to wait and see what comes of that. I think the biggest question now with the Activision thing is what goes on with Call of Duty. Not just this year, but next year and beyond. What happens with Call of Duty? Like, what do they do? If they do anything kind of to get that synergy going? What does the Activision library do to Game Pass? How does it increase Game Pass subscribers like they wanted to? What's gonna happen with that?
And I'm also pulling for Blizzard Albany's QC team. They formally announced plans to unionize back last year, so hopefully they'll be able to be what sort of I'm looking for, voluntarily recognized by Blizzard. I'll have to double check on that. Likewise, Raven had the same deal last year. Raven's
Hyperion, thank you. I know you're making a joke, but thank you for reminding me. Did you guys hear that apparently Disney is interested in getting back into the video game sphere, and there were some shareholders and analysts and other people pushing Bob Iger to consider buying EA for Disney to acquire Electronic Arts.
Yeah,
if Disney comes back in a video game, I want Iger to personally call Warren Spector and apologize.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Why would Disney...
Hey, listen, I'm sorry, guys. I mean, and if Disney tries to get into the video game industry outside of licensing and make their own video games, let's just say there's another franchise that I might be particularly concerned about for no particular reason: Kingdom Hearts.
Oh yeah, that could be it. I think Disney works best when they just license their properties out to other companies. It's done.
I think so too, and especially because I don't want them to be
Marvel stuff at Sony to Kingdom Hearts and Square Enix and EA stuff with Star Wars. You know,
I really don't.
Out Star Wars.
I mean, when that rumor came around, I was just like, "This is not."
What is Disney going to do with the sports stuff? Is Disney going to want
or Mass Effect and Battlefield and Dead Space and all these other mature IPs? Disney has no interest in mature IPs, right? So,
unless they just
Disney at least has a capacity with sports, because if you
ESPN,
what's it called?
Yeah.
Well, not just ESPN, but also if you look back to their integration of sports into some of their international Disney Plus variations.
Mm-hmm.
So there is, right. I think it's in South America. You can actually watch live sports in certain sports on Disney Plus, which is kind of cool. So plus, if you want to have it, you could have an integration if they did buy EA. You can play EA FC 27 or whatever it is.
Right. Yeah, that kind of brand synergy, I guess. Yeah.
I don't think they can afford EA though, because I mean they're already having some.
Well, I mean EA is probably too well. Madden alone and the sports games alone make EA extremely expensive. Like, it's an extremely valuable company.
I mean, and remember there was remember that weird time when it was announced that Amazon was buying EA and then they had to retract it? That was really weird.
That was weird, yeah.
Yeah, so I wonder if that maybe because I really think Amazon is going to buy a big publisher. I still
Yeah,
think
because
it's
Amazon
EA.
wants to just be in the publishing business, don't they? They don't want
Right.
to make their own console. Because didn't Amazon buy Crystal Dynamics and some of the third-party Square stuff?
Well, they are only supporting the Tomb Raider stuff, from what I understood.
Okay, so they're going to be but they're going to be working with Crystal to publish Tomb Raider, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
They used to be.
That's why they didn't
Enix
have a problem
things.
because of Embracer's going through something right now.
Mm.
So Tomb Raider's not really affected by that.
Yeah, and also Crystal Dynamics was sold to Embracer,
Right.
so they don't really have to deal with Square anymore.
I wouldn't be surprised though if Embracer sells it to Amazon.
Yeah, just lets Crystal be owned by Amazon Games. Yeah.
Or
Who's
another
doing
thing.
the Tomb Raider thing.
The newest one.
No, there's a not a game. There's a
The remaster or the show.
The show. I know that.
So the new
There's
animated
two shows.
show. Yeah, the animated show's coming to Netflix,
Yeah.
and there's gonna be a live action show, I believe, on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Cool.
But also too, another thing is that Crystal Dynamic, and this was also weird, they're co-developing Perfect Dark with Microsoft.
Yeah. They brought on Crystal Dynamics to be the co-developer, like a studio.
Because that game has problems, from what I heard, massive problems. So yeah, we'll see if that's
all I can ask is, considering I'm kind of talking about it vaguely, I'm like, well, I do have one question. You guys can't spare 2%?
2%.
2%. 2%? Yeah. Fun time.
As much fat as I get in my milk, you can't spare 2%.
No, man.
No. It costs too much money.
Oh no.
I know. But hey, we got some more positive news to segue into. This was announced yesterday as well. Nintendo has finally revealed the new voice of Mario and Luigi. Hey, what's up, George? Thanks for stopping by.
What's up, George?
Mick Wingert. Okay.
So Mick Wingert said no, he is not Mario.
Yeah,
Well,
this was yesterday.
Leaked, so Nintendo had to come out and actually announce who the actual voice is.
Oh, cool. Okay,
and
never mind.
The new voice is a guy nobody's heard of. The new voice actor is Kevin Afghani? Kevin Afghani? I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it either.
But he is the new voice of Mario.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Luigi.
Yes.
At least in this game.
So we don't know who's voicing everyone else yet because we don't know who's going to voice Wario and other stuff. But yeah. Yes, this is the new voice of Mario.
Yeah.
A guy nobody's heard of.
Dude.
Yeah, a guy nobody's heard of who's barely in the voice acting industry. He's a relative newcomer. What an opportunity. You enter the voice acting industry, you do some voice work for like Genshin Impact and like some independent animation, and it's like you audition. Here you go. You're the new Mario and Luigi.
Yeah, that's
crazy. You know what? That's probably better than having a well-known guy, because then that could be in some capacities distracting.
Might be expensive too for them.
It could be that.
Yeah, I mean, most people didn't even notice, right? So
I mean, it sounded so much like Charles, you know.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to play the game. We'll see if I'm curious to see how he does in like a 3D Mario game. That I think is going to be the test.
Well, that's the question too. Is he going to be the new voice of Mario long term, or is he just the voice for this game? That will be the true question. We can assume he will be the new voice of Mario moving forward, but they haven't really clarified that, because I don't know if they're going to recast Mario every game or if he's just going to be Mario moving forward. That'll be what it'll be really curious to see. Because to be fair, they cast Charles once and they just kept him. They never got anyone else doing the voice. So maybe it's the same thing here.
That was 25 years, right? So
yeah, over 25 years. Yeah, crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
Yeah. All right.
Hopefully, you got paid a lot of money for it.
Well, hopefully Nintendo treats him well. I mean,
I need this in my life.
Oh, what's that?
No, it's scrolling through X, I saw something awesome. I'm like, I need this in my life later.
No,
yeah,
man.
scrolling through X. So right.
All
right, so we are now at the main topic of the show, which I'm very excited for, especially for Braille, because we missed this when it happened, but now we finally get to talk about it, because it does tie into our other main topic. It was announced earlier this month. Jim Ryan, President and CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment, is leaving after 30 years.
Rip. Big rip.
Lion Ryan is gone, and they are saying that it was due to retirement. He was getting too old and he decided to leave.
Yeah. I mean, that's what they say, but I'm still confused by this.
So let me read through the statement, and then I'm gonna let Braille go off. So this was in late September, so this was a little bit ago. This is from Jim Ryan. As you will have seen today in the news, I've announced my retirement after nearly 30 years at Sony Interactive Entertainment. I did not take this decision lightly, and I absolutely love SIE in our community, but of late, I've been finding it increasingly difficult to strike the right balance between having my home in the UK and my job in the United States. As mentioned in the press release, I will continue my role as President and CEO until March of 2024. Effective April 1st of 2024, Hiroki Totoki will be appointed interim CEO of SIE while he continues his current role at Sony Group Corporation. I feel humbled at having the opportunity to lead a company delivering products that touch millions of lives. From award-winning games to the incredibly immersive technical achievements delivered with PlayStation 5, I'm immensely proud of what we have achieved, and I'm very optimistic for the future of SIE. From my beginning in Europe, it was clear Sony had built something truly special. Generations later, I'm still amazed by the excitement and passion of the PlayStation community. It is thanks to you that we've been able to keep innovating and delivering even greater experiences. Since 1994, generations of gamers have inspired us to be better, to push the boundaries, and the results have been incredible. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. So again, he mentions here, he was having it increasingly difficult to strike the right balance between having my home in the UK and my job in the US. So, he is retiring. Braille, go off, man. What do you think about Jim Ryan retiring and leaving as CEO of SIE?
This is okay. So when this first happened, the Discord, our private Discord, man, we were in shock. I didn't
came out of nowhere.
Yeah, this came out of nowhere, right? Now, it's been a lot of people going back and forth on this, like why is Jim Ryan hated so much? Personally, I feel like Jim Ryan is too much of the business type to run PlayStation, and he's been kind of homogenizing PlayStation, right? And we've been getting a lot of samey games, and I understand people like God of War.
I'm so pissed at him for closing Sony Japan studio.
Yeah, he's done a lot of controversial moves with fans of PlayStation, right? Like, why did he close Sony Japan? I don't know.
Why was Sony moving away from Japan and focusing on the United States more and more?
Right, and also now, because this is also something I'm not sure if we're going to talk about, but there's a whole lot of problems with Naughty Dog, right? Like, is Factions 2 coming out? Like, are they making something else?
This is a giant PlayStation segment, so we can get into all of that right now.
Yeah. So and then on top of that too, we saw this year PlayStation
stuff.
Well, yeah, not just the Activision stuff, but the showcase. Like, what was that showcase? I think a lot of us are still
that showcase is still wild.
What the fuck happened, right?
That massive June showcase, they said it was going to be a massive big deal. It's just and it wasn't.
Yeah,
outside of seeing Spider-Man for the first time, which was amazing.
Right.
Oh, that one.
yeah, the one in May. Yeah, everybody was shocked by that, and Jim Ryan was the face of it. Right, Jim Ryan was front and center. He was the one leading the show. So, and to me, I get it. He is pretty old. He's older. I think he's maybe.
He's an older guy. I think he's his 50s, 60s.
I think he's in his 60s. Yeah, but he's been with PlayStation obviously for 30 years. He's been more of the financial side of PlayStation. So he's not been making a lot of.
He said a lot of stupid things. Do you remember? Okay, way back. We're talking way back. Do you guys remember when Jim Ryan talked about crossplay with other platforms and basically said they have to protect the children because the other platforms aren't safe?
Wasn't he also the dude who said that nobody wants, like, as far as not putting like remastering or
he said nobody wants to play older games.
Yep,
yeah.
yep. And then you have to retract all of that.
I almost lost it. I was
yeah, that was a big thing
because
he kept getting asked, like, why aren't you guys, like, why is there no backwards compatibility? It's like, nobody wants to play the older games. They just want to keep focused on the new stuff.
Right.
No.
Which is bizarre, totally bizarre to say that. When people are asking for old franchise to come back too, right? Like Sly Cooper and
SOCOM.
Infamous and SOCOM and like a bunch of franchises on the PS2. So this is, and then on top of that too, we have the PlayStation Plus increase, and then we also had the Sony Core, which is also really weird. I don't understand what is going on at Sony. I really don't. Like, it seems like this whole last month has been just like bad news. Not really bad news, but really confusing news, right?
I think they're going through some growing pains, honestly. I mean, they're still the industry leader, but it's clear that, like,
Slim.
I think they're just, I mean, to be fair, the only issues we're really seeing right now are with Naughty Dog. But to be fair, I think the issues that we're seeing with Naughty Dog are simply because they let go of a lot of their multiplayer team. So if you're trying to make another factions mode and you don't have the team that made your multiplayer for like the last 2 generations of consoles, like, yeah, you're gonna have issues because you focus your studio on being so single player focused.
Yeah, that is a good point too. I from what I think it was Jason Schreier, I may be mistaken, but I thought Jason Schreier put out a report talking about that PlayStation is actually kind of forcing their studios to do live service games. Which I think is very troubling, right? Because PlayStation isn't really known for multiplayer, and I know a lot of people complain about that.
Yeah, it is scary because I do feel like I think Jim Ryan was trying to look to the future, but he was mistaken because I think he was way too focused on trying to like get Sony ready for live service games. When that's not what Sony's been about. It's not what people go to Sony for. We don't, like, Sony and the audience that loves Sony exclusives don't care about live service games. Now, Bungie, yeah, they can be your multiplayer studio. They can be.
And that's another thing too. They brought in Bungie to oversee these, live service games, and it's like, was that really a good move? Because now, they threw out factions, and did factions need to be a live service game? It sounded like it was an extraction shooter, right?
Again,
that was like their division.
Here's what I don't get. Like, when they announced The Last of Us Part 2, they said, well, factions won't be there at launch, like in the first game, but don't worry, we're working on it, it'll come at a later date. People just wanted the same factions mode just added. That's it. Like, just an improved version of what they had before. Then they went on this whole tangent of, we're just going to make it an entirely separate game, giant budget, giant scale and scope. Like, nobody asked for that. They just wanted the simple factions mode that y'all gave them before. Just improved.
Well, they're trying to do what they are known best, right? Because they're not. Let's be honest, right? Factions to the Uncharted multiplayer games, they're tacked on multiplayer.
They're tacked on multiplayer games, but they're fun.
Right.
They're not that in depth. They're just pick up and play.
Like, and most of the time,
not like extreme depth.
Yeah, most of the time, those games are not going to be long term. Right. Uncharted 4, that multiplayer died out pretty quickly. I want to say like within 2 years.
It's about 2 years, yeah. But you know what though? Not for lack of trying, because Uncharted 4's multiplayer was
it was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
I'll admit that, yeah. It's
and then there's the Slim.
Yeah, and then they came out with the
We're
Slim.
gonna get to the Slim in a second.
I have thoughts, mind you. I'm also a person who has very different thoughts on what a mid-gen refresh should do than most people, but I have thoughts.
Yeah, this is PlayStation is not. I don't know if they feel like, oh, they're the dominant ones, and so we could just do whatever we want, or if Jim Ryan wasn't the creative force that they needed. I really don't know.
I just don't think he was a good he wasn't a good creative guy. You have someone like Herman Holst, who I think actually is a good visionary, at least for the studio.
I'm still mixed on him so far. We'll see what games come out in the future, and then I'll judge him, but I'm still hesitant. But there's another thing.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Sorry to cut you off. There's another thing I forgot to mention was the person who's the interim CEO, even though he's not gonna, he's the
Toki.
Yeah, even though he's the interim CEO, he's been saying a lot of questionable things too about how he doesn't even really see console gaming as the future. He's like, oh, we should really be doing mobile games, which I think is really concerning.
What?
Yeah, you should pull up those quotes because that was like insane.
No.
Yes.
Here's the thing, like Sony's made their money through console gaming. So what?
Yeah, I don't know why that guy was saying that. It's like, dude, you're this is Sony Interactive. Like, they do console gaming. What are you talking about? Like, so this is really weird. I don't.
Well, he is just the interim guy, though. He's
right.
He's not the guy. I don't think he's going to be.
I hope not.
They'll probably give it to the board and say, all right, here has been, April to the end of the calendar year or whatever it is. Do you think he's doing a good job?
Push Square has a good article about who is this guy?
Right.
Because everyone asks, who is this? Well, he's not he's the interim CEO. They should clarify. He's not the new CEO.
Yeah, it is clickbait, but yeah.
Yeah, it is clickbait. But Toki is kind of a big deal. He's the chief operating officer. He's second highest ranked executive in the company. Okay, so he's the second highest ranked in the company. So he is one of the big leaders there. Mm-hmm. He joined the company back in 1987. His particular skill set is in the financial and restructuring end of things. He described himself as being obsessed with growth. Well, that makes sense.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
That sounds a little familiar.
He's obsessed with growth.
Don't be Zaslav. Don't be Zaslav. Don't be Zaslav.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, I just hope that whoever they bring in understands the value of the PlayStation brand. Because, understand the value of the brand that you have and don't try and push it to be something it's not.
Exactly.
But that does tie in. We do have one final gift from Jim Ryan. Jim Ryan left us one last present for Christmas. One last present for Christmas
in a paper bag on the
Grandpa Lion Ryan.
Set it on fire.
Jim Ryan left us one final gift before he leaves, and that is, it was announced randomly, the PlayStation 5 is coming out. A new version is coming out this holiday season. This will be the main version of the PlayStation 5 that will replace the current one. After a certain point next year, there will no longer be original PS5 models. It's going to be the new model only. This is the brand new PlayStation 5.
Right.
Basically, this is the PS5 Slim, the nickname Slim. This is going to be what they say 30% smaller. It is redesigned to be a lot more. I do like that it's smaller. I appreciate that very much smaller in comparison. Thank God. It looks a lot better display on the shelf. So obviously we have the new plates, new face plates. Big news here is that here we go, another view here. The disc drive will be sold separately. There's two different models. We have the regular one and the digital edition. However, if you own a digital edition, you can buy the disc drive to install and later add to it, and that'll be $80. So if you want to get a disc drive and you have the digital edition, you can buy a separate disc drive for $80. So that's nice. That's customizable. That's kind of cool. Here are the suggested retail prices. Here's where we're getting into some issues though. Okay, so the new PS5 model will be $500 with the disc drive, $450 US for the digital edition, which is weird. So it's a $50 increase.
More importantly, neither of these, which bothers me endlessly, neither model is cheaper.
No, it's the same price. Yeah, they did not. They did not decrease the price of the console. It's staying at the same price.
That's what drives.
What annoys me though is that
with
the new model, only the horizontal stand will be included. If you want to stand up your console vertically, which is the best way to hold it up, you have to buy a separate stand for $30.
Oh, really? Oh,
yep.
Oh, I thought you. Okay, no. I thought when we were talking before, I thought you meant the stand in general.
Yeah, read this part.
Okay, so they're giving a horizontal stand. That's really weird.
Yeah, the stand doesn't do both anymore. Remember in the original PS5, the stand could switch between. It's not like that anymore. Yeah, it's separate stands. Which
That's
pisses
weird.
me off because I had to spend another extra $30 to get a vertical stand.
Right, and everybody has it vertically. A lot of people do, at least.
Yeah, I don't know anybody who displays it horizontally.
No, unless their entertainment center is,
designed
horizontal.
That way,
Yeah.
Yeah, like if I ever get a PS5, because that's the other thing. I'm like, I was waiting for a price drop. I'm like, anything, please.
Oh, because that'd be insane if they increase it here. In Canada, that would be insane.
Yeah, because my thing is, I'm very much of the thought process that any form of console revisions should be cheaper to increase your install base and incentivize an increase in the install base. That's what I think.
I'm sorry. Look at it standing horizontally.
Yeah, the memes with this were hilarious.
That?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How? That little thing is going to support it?
I think it slides into that space and then it's like holding it up.
Yeah,
it's more flat.
I'm sorry, but I gotta get a vertical stand. That looks too flimsy horizontally.
Yeah, that's
you don't have a PS5 right now, do you, Arthur?
No, I got a PS5. I'm saying if I want to upgrade, because
I have neither. That's one of the other reasons I don't talk about a lot of this stuff is because I have neither, and I've been waiting for a price drop so I can actually get one.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but that's what's happening.
Like what there was like what like Canadian wise the price, like what were you looking for?
My thing was I was expecting this to be about $50 cheaper, so that would be somewhere around 75 Canadian cheaper.
Yeah, and
that's what I was hoping.
And instead, what happened is that the digital version went up in price by $50, and the disc version, the normal version, didn't change price at all.
Right.
Stupid.
So, bro, I'll go to you. What do you feel about the PlayStation 5? Oh yeah, other thing I want to mention sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Real quick. The plates are different. So your old face plates, or if you bought face plates that are customized, like your special face plates, they do not work on this. They don't work on this.
Yeah.
So for all of those who bought that Spider-Man console and you want it and you upgrade, you can't switch the faceplate. Sorry, it's broken up into two different pieces.
It makes me wonder, why didn't they just hold this back? I mean, or why did they?
Why didn't the Spider-Man console look like be the new version?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think what amazed me was when I saw the Spider-Man console and then I look at it and I'm like, oh wait a minute, because I thought when the Spider-Man console dropped was the day the game dropped, or at least something like that. It's like, no, the code isn't.
Yeah, the console comes out a month earlier and you get a code.
That was so weird. Yeah. It doesn't make sense.
Well, they're phasing
Sony.
They're phasing out physical media, so that's why. But yeah, sorry, bro. I'll go to you. How do you feel about the last gift from Jim Ryan? How do you feel about the PlayStation 5 Slim? Reminder, folks, this is the PlayStation 5 moving forward. This is what the PlayStation 5 will be for the rest of its life cycle.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I won't lie because I was telling RJ, I'm pretty sure we had this conversation. I did like the design of it. Like I
like the design a lot more just because of the fact it's smaller. It's smaller. It's more. It's
terrible. It's just kind of, especially with the digital edition. To my eye,
when you see the comparison, though, it's actually.
Can you find a comparison if you can? Well, we're.
It might be a 3D render, but it was like, oh wow, this is a big difference.
Because 30% smaller may not seem like a big deal, but like when you put them side by side, it's night and day difference.
Let me see if I can find
it. Actually doesn't look like it's like towering in your entertainment center anymore. It feels like a more normal size console. Yeah, Anthony here says, I like this much better, while Samir says this design sucks. Anthony, I don't know if we're gonna get, we might get a PS5 Pro. I don't know. I don't know if we will, to be honest. I have doubts about that. We'll see though.
Now I wait to hear about the other rumored console revision. So we'll see.
Okay, I have it right here.
No, the Xbox one.
Oh, the Xbox one. Yeah, the one that. Yeah,
they sort of mentioned in one of the things. Oh wow! It is a lot smaller.
It's a lot smaller. Like that looks a lot better. That looks a lot better.
That seems like it's more reasonable.
Way more reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah.
because like it doesn't
PS2
it doesn't butt out as much either, you know.
Right, yeah, because I have it. My PS5 is right beside me too. It is really big in comparison to like the Series S and the Switch. It's massive.
Even the Series X, it's like a whole foot taller.
Yeah, it's way too big in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like when I take it off my desk, it's like, oh my god, like it takes up so much space.
It's heavy too. It's a big boy. I mean, I love my PS5, but yeah, it wasn't the initial design. I didn't love from a size perspective. Yeah,
right. Because in the chat, I see Anthony and Hyperion. They're talking about the Pro. The Pro is probably going to come out next year. That's my guess, and that's why I'm like, I'd rather not buy this. I might just trade in my PS5 for the Pro, because I think I'm going to do that.
Do you think a Pro is going to come out though? Because I have doubts. I don't know if it will.
I think I have a feeling the Pro's going to come out. The way Sony's been moving, I don't see why they wouldn't put out a PS5 Pro. And it's not even.
There has to be a reason. There has to be a reason.
It's not even like the reason before.
They've been talking though, like they've kind of like have said like developers haven't taken full advantage of this generation yet.
Right. Yeah, I know all of that. I agree with all of that. But I'm saying, look at what they're doing. Like they're like, look at it, man. Like they're coming out with a slim like this. They increase the price. That Pro is going to be like
$100 more, probably.
I would say 150 more.
I hope not. Not 150.
Yeah, and they don't have to have a reason for the Pro. They're like, well, we did last generation, so we're going to do it this generation. Like, I think that's where Sony is now. They're not really making reasonable decisions. They're just like, hey, how can we make money? So, I mean, it's sad, but that's how it is. Unfortunately.
Yeah. How do you feel about the Slim? Outside the price, I guess, because the price I know is a big issue.
Like I said, the price gouging. I'm glad.
The price gouging for the stands too.
Oh,
so stupid.
Like the fact that I'm glad that it's a smaller size, but the fact that you're spending $30 on a stand that I had long forgotten that you didn't pay an upcharge for the stand.
No, it was built in. It was like that. The original stand worked both horizontally and vertically. You didn't
I forgot about that. Think about it. It's been what, 3 years, and there's no time in COVID land, so
yeah,
it all just kind of feels like a blur.
Yeah, it does.
But honestly, like I said, I'm glad the form factor's smaller. One thing I actually do like, as much as it sucks that there is an increase in the price of the digital, is the fact that you can purchase a digital edition and then purchase the player, and that it's the same disc drive. I'm like,
yeah. Okay, so it's like at that point, why not just buy the normal version for $500? Why even get a digital version? Who was? I guess maybe I was talking. Someone else talking this about, because I'm fairly certain, like, the rumor was that they were just going to sell digital PS5s. And then you could buy a disc drive if you really wanted one. Yeah.
Right. That's what I heard, yeah.
If anything, I feel like they're decentivizing buying a digital version, because, like, it's $50 more when it used to be that the digital version was $100 cheaper. And then you have to buy an $80 disc drive if you want one later. So it's like, why not just buy the $500 one? It's
well, that's why.
At the end of the day.
That's why I think they're going to just sell the digital, because then that would make sense, right? They have the disc drive as an accessory in quotes, and then they would be like, well, we still, because we're in reality, they really are selling the PS5 for $500, right? Yeah. The digital was a compromise, so now they're being like, if we're gonna go sell the compromise, we need to still make more money on it, right? So I don't know. Sony, and like I said, Sony's a mess right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, let's say I'm not saying I would, but let's say like 2024 comes and there's no Pro. They announce there's no Pro coming, and this is our PS5, and I want to upgrade to the Slim because it's a nicer looking console, and I just want to get a Slim instead of the one I have. Why would I not get the Slim that has the disc drive already in it? Because at that point, it's $500 versus one that's only $50 cheaper. I'll just spend the extra $50 at that point. Who cares?
Well, take the price of the disc drive with the digital and see how much that costs.
Okay, so
if it's more than $500, then there you go.
Okay, so they said digital is $450 US plus $80 for the disc drive. It's $530.
Well, there you go.
But that's probably the same for the regular version if you add tax. So they're both the same.
Well, I mean, even if I think if it costs $530, I mean, like, I really think that's what they want people to pay. Like, they're like, hey, because think about it, even here TW, they first it cost, how much was the PS5? It was like,
what was it, like $649 or something like that?
I want to say $620. Yeah, it was like $620, and I think they raised the price again.
We're about 70 at the time, because this would have been 2020. We were sitting, RJ, at about 75 cents to the greenback.
Right, because the Xbox Series X costed less than the PS5 here. It was like $599. Yeah,
yeah.
And then they increased that. I need to see the prices of both now, because I know they went up.
Yeah. By the way, hello, Catboy.
I gotta go to Walmart tomorrow, so I'll let you know.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look right now on Amazon.
But what's up, Datboy22? Thanks for joining the show. He's saying your PlayStation's biggest L this year is announcing a Wii U tablet. Because that area didn't have any problems at all. Yeah, how is the PlayStation Portable doing?
I heard it was selling actually pretty good.
But it's not. It doesn't do it. You can't even leave the house with it.
Yeah, I mean, I was
like, who is it for?
I was actually. Well, you can, but it's not ideal, right?
No, but
and they're marketing it that way too.
The purpose of it is that you could. Oh, that's stupid. I'm like, the purpose of it is so that you can take it places.
Yeah, but not really.
I mean, basically, it's only good if like you want to play your PlayStation games downstairs while like you're watching something, I guess.
Or you're in bed or something like that.
Or you're in bed and you don't really want to be in here.
I'd rather them just take the extra year and a half on R&D and then try and make a straight up PS5 that I can take anywhere in the
like a PlayStation Vita 2 or PlayStation Portable 2 or something. Yeah.
No. I'm talking like an actual portable console in the way that the Switch is.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because so the reason why they did this is because Sony's been doing a lot of research for why people don't beat games, right? Because I think there was like some statistic out there that like 70 or like 80% of people who buy like the newest PlayStation game, they end up not beating it, right? And so Sony's trying to like actively stop that. Like they want more people to beat their games, right?
They want more retention from their
customers. Yeah, that's a better way of saying it. Yes, right. So this was a way of doing that, right? Because apparently people they don't have access to the TV, or they don't have another TV, right? So this is like a compromise. I don't know. I mean, apparently it sold well. I don't know. We'll see. I was considering buying it because I was like, oh, this is actually convenient for me too, right? But I'd rather have a system that just did all streaming, right? For Xbox and PlayStation. So that's why I'm like, I'm not going to pre-order it, right? It's just a waste of time. So
yeah, I'm saying in a market where the Steam Deck and the Switch exist, I don't see why you'd want a PlayStation Portable, unless like I just don't see the value in it. Not for the price. Not for the price.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, so I have the prices here for Canadian. So Canadian at $650 without tax. When our tax is a lot here in Ontario.
Don't forget. Yeah, for a bit of context, we both live in the province of Ontario. Yeah. Our sales tax is 13%.
Yeah. So it's quite a bit. 13%. And then the digital one is $519. So yeah, and then a bundle, like if the Spider-Man limited edition, that was $780.
Wow.
So yeah, it's quite a bit.
That's crazy.
So yeah, I'm sitting at about $735 almost after sales tax, and that's also not including if, God forbid, I didn't have Prime. You might be adding shipping to that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The Series X is $6. Oh, it's the same price. So they increased it. They leveled it to the PlayStation 5. It's $650. So yeah, that was quite a lot. And then the Series S is $379 or $380. So yeah, it's quite a bit for. Man, our dollar's fucked. I'm sorry, man.
yeah, I understand. Man.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, man.
We used to have a good dollar. Pepperidge Farms remembers, but
Yeah, like the PlayStation, I remember the PlayStation 4 launched at the same price as the American price, and then it kept going up. It was insane. It was
their
like
dollar kept going down.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of things going on in the world of PlayStation for sure, and I don't know, man. Things are getting kind of dicey over there. Things are getting very
dicey,
man. Well, hey, at least on a good note, Spider-Man 2 comes out next week. Is anyone out here picking it up?
Yeah.
Well, except for TW. I'm sorry, I forgot.
Oh yeah, he does. I forgot. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. I got my Switch. I'm good.
You can just live vicariously through everyone else.
Or are you getting Mario Wonder?
I have been.
Yeah, you're gonna get Mario Wonder next week.
Oh, is it next week? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's next Friday. Yeah.
Oh, I might have to pick that up.
Yeah, go get you some of those good pre-order bonuses.
No.
I don't do pre-orders.
They're not even that good here. That's the.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, it's Canada. Well, in America, they have some really good. Like at Best Buy, they give you like a poster. At GameStop, they give you a shadow box and stickers or something. Man. Yeah.
I think this one. I think for us, it was cards.
Oh, okay. So it took a lot of effort, but I will be getting the Spider-Man Collector's Edition next Friday.
Okay,
so,
that's nice.
Sweet.
Yeah, cost $248.
How is it typing with one arm?
It works. But I mean, I don't really need the hand brace too often, so.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I'm surprised you knew about that.
Then the peg leg.
Yeah. How do you know it was typing one hand? How do you know that? Are you watching me?
What? Are you being funny?
No, I'm asking.
No. I'm making a joke about it costing an arm and a leg. I didn't know something happened. You okay?
Oh no! I'm wearing a hand brace.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, so I was confused. I'm like, how'd you know that?
No,
I was making a joke
about the game.
What the hell?
On the leg.
No, yeah. No, that's funny.
That was weird.
That joke flew over my head. I'm like, what is he talking about? It's like arm to leg. I see. Because I literally had my hand brace on. I was like, what?
Oh man.
Oh my god. Okay.
That's funny.
But yeah. So, well, here's the only bad thing. So I'll talk about this a little bit before we wrap up the show. I am getting the Spider-Man Collector's Edition next Friday. I had to reorder it though because I couldn't change the card, so I changed to a different card. So I had to order a new version of it, a new order for that Collector's Edition. But it's fine. Order receipt, charge, it should be good. It says on PlayStation Direct launch day delivery, so crossing fingers that it actually gets here on launch day. Only problem though, the code is inside the box. So until I get it, I can't download the game. So it's probably gonna take like 3 hours just downloading the damn thing. So I probably can't even play it until like later in the day, because who knows when it's gonna get here. Probably won't get here until like the late afternoon. So I probably won't be able to play it until evening time.
Can you get that version of the Collector's Edition with a physical game?
No, the Collector's Edition only comes with the digital deluxe copy of the game.
Oh,
yeah. I wish it. Yeah. I'm gonna have to buy a physical copy later when I have more money. It is dumb. It's very dumb.
Yeah, I have it digitally. It's already downloaded on my console, so
yeah. Rub salt in the wound.
Sorry.
And to answer Beltre's statement, Cameron Pasha was nice enough to send me his Obsidian mirror.
No.
So
there you go. So yeah, for those who missed it early at the top of the show. As soon as I'm able to download the game and play it, I will be live streaming the entirety of the game. That's my plan. Okay. I'm going to be streaming the game from start to finish. So y'all will be able to see me experience the game live, which should be a lot of fun. That's my goal at least. So Stay tuned for that. Should be fun. I gotta make thumbnails though. Oh man, I didn't think about that. I gotta make thumbnails. But that's my plan. Now, hopefully, depending on who, I think they said it was either gonna be FedEx or UPS delivering it. So depending on who delivers it, hopefully it gets here in the early afternoon. That way I can at least download the game and play it as soon as possible. So
what they should do, just preemptively put on the box for the it comes with a bus. Did you get that one? Is that one you got?
Yeah. I'll show you. Hold on.
So it'll say. So you know what they should do? Just in case there's damage, they should just put on the box some assembly required, and then and they just ship them on like crazy.
Yeah, let's not give me a heart attack before the game comes out, please. I'm hoping that box is in good condition, and I'm hoping that everything inside's in good condition. Otherwise, I'm going to be extremely pissed. So let's not even.
As long as it doesn't get shipped by Air Canada, you'll be fine.
Man, these Canadian references, man. It's sad, man.
So this is what I ordered.
Them's the breaks, dude.
The Spider-Man Collector's Edition. Very big box.
Hey,
very big
price.
Very big box. Yeah. Like I said, in total it cost me $248. So basically $250. So I can't zoom in. Why can't I zoom in?
It's so stupid. It ships you a steelbook, but it doesn't give you a game.
No, there's no steelbook.
A disc.
Oh, there's no steelbook?
No. Oh, there's a steelbook.
Yeah, because I always thought that was weird.
Yes.
They call it a display. What is it called? A
display case. I had a game that did something like that, and I can't remember what it was. And I'm like, why ship something at all?
I forgot it came with the steelbook. Yeah, well, I don't even remember what's all in this thing.
It should have been like an art book or something like that.
Yeah, it comes with the steelbook display case, the full digital PS5 game, the pre-order bonuses, and the digital deluxe content, and 19 inches of Venom.
Oh boy.
What you do on your time is your business, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen, I paid $250. I want all 19 inches.
Whoa. Okay. So, someone's gonna have to clip that.
And demonetized.
Well, it's a good thing we only have 50 subscribers, not even close to monetized. So,
oh, man.
But I'm gonna try when I get this to go live and do a live unboxing and see how that goes. But I make no promises because I'm gonna be like filming with like one hand and trying to open it. So we'll see.
I typed in Mario Wonder in the search bar on Twitter, and I come back and who to follow? First name Kevin Afghani.
Oh, there you go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Twitter already knows. Or sorry, X already knows because X can give it to you.
Elon can hear us.
All right. Well, that is going to be it for episode 4 of Controller Chronicles. Thank you to Braille and TW for joining me today. Next time we talk, we'll hopefully be not nearly as long of a wait as it was in between episode 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Let's hope. But no, in all seriousness, guys, thank you guys so much for sticking through with us and supporting us. You guys will probably hear from me next week when I live stream my unboxing of the Collector's Edition and live stream Spider-Man 2. And then, like I said, the plan is to do a Spider-Man 2 spoiler review and discussion after the game comes out, like probably the next week, is that next weekend, hopefully, if we're both done with the game by then. That's the hope, at least. So yeah, anything else y'all want to say before we close this out?
I don't think so.
No?
I think I kind of said all I wanted to say.
Okay. Well, as always, thank y'all so much for liking and being here. And make sure you hit the like button, share the stream, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll see you guys next time. Keep gaming.
Peace.